What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. We're doing a bonus playthrough this week. So last week we played through with Oddish, Bloom, and Blossom, okay? What I'm going to do is we're at the point in the game we just beat Whitney, and I saved where I was in the game, and the time is the same exactly as it was in the Oddish, Blossom, Bloom playthrough. And what we're going to do instead is see how much better, how much more effective we can be with Vileplume, if we evolve into Vileplume. Now right here, you can actually evolve into both Pokemon at this point in the game, okay? You can get a Sunstone from the bug catching contest in Union Park, or National Park, whatever it's called. It's National Park, I'm sorry, it's not Union Park. And then you can also get a Grass Stone from a girl, her name is, I don't remember her name, but it's Picnicker something, I don't remember her name. But I don't want to say that too often, because if I screw up, I can get canceled, okay? But you can get a Leaf Stone from her. You talk to her afterwards, she'll call you and give you a Leaf Stone. So you can get both of them at this point in the game. It does not be in our best interest, it does not behoove us to evolve into Blossom. Blossom makes you lose a typing, you don't get access to a very powerful move. There's a lot of downside to doing that, okay? It does benefit us a little bit to evolve into Gloom, or Vileplume from Gloom right now, because we retain the same typing. The only downside is, I didn't think about this until I was playing, is we don't get access to Petal Dance doing it this way, but it doesn't hinder us. So you're going to see that how much more effective this Pokemon is, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the Leaf Stone, we're going to give it to Gloom and evolve right now, and we're going to play through from now until the end of the game, see how much more effective Vileplume is. Now, like I said, some mistakes were made, and I'll admit to that. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to go back and play through this now or anytime soon, but it may be a thing in the future where I play through with Oddish to Gloom to Vileplume and get a better run. But here's Sudowoodo. He's a tree rock thing. He looks like a tree, but he's actually rock type. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you. And this is the last time we will use Absorb in this playthrough. We're going to go get this, run a little errand and get Hidden Power. We chose Hidden Power Ice. And Hidden Power Ice is more effective with Vileplume than it was with Gloom in the previous playthrough. And the reason why that is because of its stats. So let's go to the stats of Vileplume real quick. 75 HP, attack is 80, defense is 85, 100 special attack. That's very important to this Pokemon. It's a better special attacker, 100 special defense, and its speed is 50 for a grand total of 480. If you look at the stats from Blossom, which are going to come up right now, it's the same exact base stat total, but special attack and special defense are flopped. That's actually very beneficial to Vileplume, because Vileplume has special, Hidden Power Ice will be more powerful, Solar Beam will be more powerful, Sludge Bomb will be more powerful. All those things are more powerful with this Pokemon than they would have been with Blossom, because Blossom has a lower special attack. So our special defense is a little bit lower, but it's not too much of a difference when it comes to deep. We want to be more offensive in this game. We don't want to. It's not bad to be able to tank stuff, but we don't need to be more offensive. So here's something I did. I already added Hidden Power Ice, and so right now our moveset's Acid, Sleep Powder, Hidden Power Ice, and Return. I should have waited to do Hidden Power Ice. There's reasons for that. But what I also should have done is waited to evolve, because we evolve and we're not going to get access to Petal Dance now. Actually, we're not going to get access to any moves via level up ever again. We got to rely solely on TMs. Okay, so we're going to face our rival real quick, and this battle isn't too difficult because we have Sleep Powder, and our stats are just so good. We can do Sleep Powder, which makes Hidden Power Ice a 2-shot. Okay, so Acid will knock it out. So there's the Haunter gone. Now, Q-Lava comes out. Q-Lava, we're going to put it to sleep. We're going to go for Return. It's going to be a 2-shot. Very big benefit and very big advantage, you being able to just put everything to sleep and not have to deal with status conditions of being burned or put to sleep or curse or any of those things. So that's a big hint to the playthrough on Friday, where we play through as Blossom only. So now Zubat comes out, and I don't know why we're going for Return. Hidden Power Ice would have been more effective, but we still get the knockout. It's a 1-shot. So all good there, and now we move on to Morty. Now Morty's team, we're actually, I think we're a little bit lower level than we were when we played through the previous playthrough, but we have better stats, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. So Hidden Power Ice will 1-shot the Ghastly. I don't think it will 1-shot the Haunter. Maybe with the range it will, or a critical hit. It wasn't a critical hit there, so maybe the second one will be a 1-shot as well. So Gengar's a 2-shot, and yeah, that's what I thought. I don't think it's going to be a 1-shot on the last Haunter. But he doesn't do anything to us, really. Just uses Spite and lower some power points. We get the very easy win over Morty. And then we're going to progress and go fight Gyarados. Now, the whole point of fighting Gyarados here is to be able to trigger the rocket plot line in the underground thing in in Price's City. I can never remember the cities in this game. But we just don't grab the damn TM. It's funny. It's funny because I got so excited because of how quickly we beat the Rocket team, and how quickly how easily we beat Price here, even at a disadvantage of typing. And I just forgot to go grab the move. But it doesn't actually hinder our playthrough. That's what's crazy about it. It could have just been more effective. We could have one-shot these guys with a more powerful move. So return, not a one-shot. It's very close, but it's not a one-shot. And then when Dugong comes out, same thing. It's not going to be like a one-shot. It's not going to be a simple shot to get the win. Acid is only about a third. We should have gone for return, not acid. Yeah, return, it's about the same. So it wouldn't have been too much of a difference. But we knock out Dugong, and now the last Pokemon is Piloswine, who has Blizzard. And with Blizzard, he could one-shot us very easily. But with our stats being boosted and putting him to sleep, we're able to get through this battle. He could wake up. Nope, let's just go for return. Return will get the knockout. Very good. Pretty easy win over Price. And then we're going to move right on to old Chucky Boy. So Chucky Boy, nothing really here concerns me. Primeape has nothing to do against us, but we're going to put him to sleep just to be safe. We probably don't need to. We're probably going to one-shot old Chucky Boy anyway, or old Primeape anyway. And we return. Yep, it's a one-shot. And Poliwrath is not really scary either. I mean, Dynamic Punch can confuse us, so that's something we have to worry about. It could also put us to sleep. But if it uses Surf against us, that's not a big deal. It would do almost no damage, if not any damage at all. So we beat Chucky Boy. That does give us access to Surf. And we're going to go get that move I forgot about. So you can get the move right here. It's Sludge Bomb, which is very effective with this Pokemon because we are still Poison type. We're going to go give the potion to Jasmine, save Ampharis, and he's going to feel a lot better. It's going to brighten up the room. My favorite Pokemon in Generation 2. And we're going to go ahead and face Jasmine. Jasmine is going to come out with a Magnemite, a Steelix, and a Magnemite. We don't really have anything super effective, but we do have the ability to put her to sleep, or put the Magnemite to sleep. So we get paralyzed, so we're like, you know what? We're not gonna even attempt that. We're just gonna go back and start this battle again. Very good. And we just gotta put him to sleep. Put him to sleep. Very good. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. And we're gonna go ahead and use Hidden Power. It'll be a 2-shot on the Magnemite. So the question is, does she come out with Steelix or does she come out with another Magnemite? She does come out with Steelix. So we're gonna go ahead and put Steelix to sleep. And we're gonna go ahead and use. I think we're gonna use Hidden Power because we can't use Sludge Bomb. It's Steel type. It completely won't even hit Steelix because it's a Steel type. So we go ahead and we put Magnemite to sleep, and with 2 Hidden Powers, we're going to knock out the Magnemite and get the win over Jasmine. So we got all but 1 gym now completed in Johto. Sorry, I can't talk. But before we can get the 8th gym badge, we got to go face one other person real quick, which is our rival. Our rival is in the underground base with King Rocket's going to come out with a Golbat. This is a really easy battle. Hidden Power Ice will be a one-shot, very good. Q-Lob is going to come out, Return should one-shot him, very good. The next Pokemon out is going to be Magnemite. We don't have anything great against him, but we can put him to sleep. Hidden Power should be at least a 2-shot, very good. Good defense with Magnemite, not good special defense, but good defense in general. So that brings out the Haunter. Haunter should be a one-shot with Hidden Power. We do one-shot with Hidden Power, very good. Sneasel's going to come out, anything physical will knock it out in one go. Very good. We beat our rival. Very easy win over our rival. And we're going to move right on to Claire. Claire is the Dragon Trainer. She doesn't have anything great against us. We have Hidden Power Ice, so we're holding the Never Melt Ice, so this should be a very easy foregone conclusion. So we're going to do Hidden Power Ice, one-shot on the Dragonair. Very good. Hidden Power Ice on the second Dragonair. Is it a one-shot? It is. Very good. And we're going to go through Hidden Power Ice one more time. Very good. And now the final Pokemon is a Kingdra. There's nothing we have really great against Kingdra. We're going to put the sleep, though, just to be safe. I think it has Blizzard, so I don't want to get hit by a Blizzard. It also has Surf, which wouldn't be effective, but we get a 2-shot with Sludge Bomb, so we beat Claire very easy, and then we move on to the Victory Road battle against our rival, the final rival battle in the game. Now we got to be careful here because this Magneton is incredible. It's a very good Pokemon. And we one-shot the Sneasel. That's a foregone conclusion. Any physical attack will one-shot the Sneasel. So we're going to go for Hidden Power Ice, one-shot the Golbat. That's also not a problem. Kadabra comes out. A good physical move will one-shot Kadabra. Very good. And then Typhlosion. We're going to go for Sleep Powder. It does have Flame Wheel at this point, I think. So I don't want that to happen. So Sludge Bomb will be a 2-shot. Very good. And we have 2 Pokemon left. Magneton, which we want to put to sleep. And we're going to use Hidden Power Ice and whittle it down. And it'll be a 3-shot, and that's what I didn't want to happen, is him paralyzes. No, paralyzing us right now is not a big deal. He's the second last Pokemon, so all we have to do is deal with the Haunter. Haunter could make this difficult. We're going to put him to sleep just to be safe. Then we're going to go for Sludge Bomb. If we hit, it looks like it's going to be a 2-shot, maybe a 3-shot if we're unlucky. We're going to go for Hidden Power Ice, and it'll finish him off very good. We beat our rival, and we move right on to the Elite Four. Now we're going to go ahead and show the stats for this, for Vileplume right now. And we're going to go to the moveset as well. So here's a little bit different moveset. So right here, we have the Never Melt Ice, which will boost Hidden Power by 10%. And we also beat Price's Gym, so that gives another 10%. So it's 20% boost to Hidden Power. It's usually a 70 base power move. 20% of that's 14, so like an 84 base power ice move. Okay? Sleep Powder will help with any deficiencies, any Pokemon we think we could be problematic and we can't take a lot of hits from. So that will be very helpful for us. Return is a good physical move, and Sludge Bomb is a good stab move that we have right now. Like I said, we do not have any grass moves. It's not a big deal. And here's why it's not, because there's not a lot of grass Pokemon, or a lot of Pokemon that are weak to grass in the Elite Four. You have, what is it, on Will's team, you might be able to use a grass move on the Slowpoke, or Slowbro, I should say. So that's one, and then you move on to the next team. Nothing on that team. That team's mainly Poison Bug or Poison Grass, and nothing grass is effective there. Move on to Bruno's team. We don't talk about it much, but Bruno's team has one Pokemon that's weak to grass, and that's Onix, but you can also choose Hidden Power Ice, so it doesn't matter. And then we move on to Claire. Claire doesn't have anything either. And then we move on to, I mean, maybe, no, you can't even look at Lance and say that, because Lance, Gyarados is water type, is also flying, so that offsets the weakness to grass. So, yeah, there's a lot of things here that it just doesn't benefit us to have a grass move other than pure power. So, yeah, let's go ahead and look at the stats of this Pokemon real quick. And the stats of this Pokemon right now are attack is 124, special defense, is 122, special attack is 139, special defense is 128, and speed is 94. Okay? So, decently fast, not quite, I think it's about the same speed, but the stats are a little bit distributed between this and Blossom. But let's go ahead and dive into this and see how good or bad this Pokemon is against the Elite Four. So like I said, the first trainer that comes out is going to be Will. Will is going to start off with a Xatu. Hidden Power Ice will one-shot the Xatu. Hidden Power Ice, very good, that's a one-shot. And we're going to move right on to the Jinx. Jinx will get one-shot with Return. Very good. We're around the same level, so the levels and stuff weren't different. I think the time's a little bit different too. You'll see that here in a little bit. And we one-shot the second Natu. It's a little bit higher level. Executor comes out. We don't really have anything great. Actually, I think if I used Sludge Bomb, it probably would have been more effective. But it's a one-shot, so I'm not going to be picky or choosy. It goes for Amnesia, so its physical or special defense has gone up. We're going to go for Sludge Bomb. It's a 2-shot. Get a pretty easy and pretty convincing win. We lost 1 damage against Will, so not a bad fight at all. So then we're gonna come out against Koga. Koga is kind of more of the problem here. Is he has some bug type, but they don't have bug type moves. But we just don't have anything super effective against him. Okay, so go for Return on Ariados. Ariados will set up a double team, and we get the 2-shot. Our double team did nothing, so that's good. We're gonna put the Venom off to sleep, and I'm pretty confident Hidden Power Ice is gonna 2-shot. Wakes up and does Psychic. Now, there's where the problem is. We are Poison type, so Psychic is very effective against us. So we're going to put Crow back to sleep. He does get a hit on us. And we go for, it goes for full restore. We just got to get one more hit. Wing Attack does a decent amount of damage, but not too much. We have a little bit of health going into his final 2 Pokemon. Fortress. Fortress is very defensive, and what we would hope is to put him to sleep. Okay? And we're trying to put him to sleep, and we just... I don't know if we have a great move, and we just don't have a great move, because Sludge Bomb can't hit him. Return's not going to do too much. His defense is too high. Hidden Power Ice is our best option, and he just uses Swift and knocks us out. We didn't have a lot of health. If we had more health, we probably could have won that battle pretty easily. But we're going to try this again. So Ariados, we outspeed, so we should go for Return, I guess. What we should do is set up Sleep and then knock him out, because he's going to set up too many of them double teams, and we cannot hit him. But we're going to go for Return on the Venomoth. We get almost a one-shot. Now we get confused. We're just a hair away from being able to one-shot everything. Just a hair away. So we're going to go ahead and put Crow back to sleep. He does go for double team. He's going to go for a full restore. We're confused. We almost get a one-shot with Hidden Power Ice. We just don't want to miss right now. Very good. Get to knock out a lot more health going into the Fortress. which is very beneficial because now we can put it to sleep. The only thing we don't want Fortress to do is wake up and explode. That's the big thing we do not want to happen right now. So Hidden Power is doing about maybe just under a third. Maybe it's going to be a 4-shot. It is going to be a 4-shot. We get the knockout on Fortress, and we have one Pokemon left, and that is the Muck. Muck doesn't have anything great against us, so we're going to put it to sleep. And just to be safe, we can minimize and lower our accuracy and our ability to hit it. But we're going to go for a two-shot on return, knock it out, beat Koga, and then we'll move on to Bruno. Now, we don't talk about Bruno very much, but Bruno is going to be a Pokemon we can beat pretty well with this Pokemon. Okay? We're going to go ahead and hit him on top. We're going to go ahead and put him to sleep. No, we're not. Okay. Yeah, we are. Okay. So we're going to put him on top to sleep, and we're going to go ahead and use Sludge Bomb. I think Sludge Bomb might be able to one-shot the entire team or return. I think it's one of those two things. So we're going to try this again. Sludge Bomb will be a one-shot on the Hitmonchan. Very good. And Hitmonlee's going to come out. Sludge Bomb on Hitmonlee. One-shot. Very good. So that means Machamp is going to come out. Sludge Bomb. I don't think Sludge Bomb's a one-shot. Cross Chop doesn't do squat to us. Oh my god, that did nothing. And that's his most predominant move. That's insane. So Sludge Bomb will be a 2-shot. Very good. Get the knockout. And the last Pokemon coming out is an Onix. We don't really have to worry too much about the Onix. We have Hidden Power Ice. We actually go for Sludge Bomb stupidly. So then we get hit by a Sandstorm. Go for Hidden Power Ice. Knock it out. There we go. We get the win over Bruno. And then we move on to Karen. Now Karen, again, we don't have anything great against her. She does have a Houndoom that's good against us. She does have a couple things that are tough to deal with. Umbreon is extremely defensive. I was actually looking for future playthroughs and stuff and some things I need to know. Umbreon has incredible special defense, and pretty good physical defense. But Sludge Bomb's a 2-shot. So we don't get confused, we don't get Sand Attack, so that's great going into the next Pokemon. Sludge Bomb will be a 1-shot on the Houndoom, very good. So the two Pokemon I was most concerned about are already done and dusted. So Vileplume could paralyze us, but Petal Dance doesn't do nothing. It's a 2-shot with Hidden Power Ice, very good. Gengar, we're going to put to sleep. We don't want to get paralyzed or anything. We're going to use Hidden Power Ice. Not really the greatest move used against Gengar, but it'll get the job done. Sludge Bomb actually does worse than Hidden Power, so we're going to go back to Hidden Power. Get the knockout, very good. And that leaves her with, what, one Pokemon left? That's a Murkrow. We have Hidden Power Ice, should be a 1-shot on the Murkrow, very good. So with that being said, we're going to move right along to the final battle of the Elite Four, which is the champion, Lance. Liar with the Flyers. He's going to come out with a Gyarados. Gyarados is going to, we're going to go ahead and try to put him to sleep. We actually could have used a strategy. I'm going to pause it for a second. This actually could have been a strategy where we let Gyarados usually goes for Rain Dance on his first turn. We could have let him do it, and that would diminish Charizard's Flamethrower later. Because when you initiate Rainstorm, or was it Rainstorm, whatever it's called, Rain Dance, there we go. When you initiate Rain Dance, it drops fire moves by 50%, so it makes them less effective. But Sludge Bomb will be a 2-shot on the Gyarados, but that's something we could have done, and we could use that to our advantage in future playthroughs. That's something I never really thought about until now. Hidden Power Ice will 1-shot the Dragonite, very good. We are holding the Nevermelt Ice, that we didn't change that. It'll be a 1-shot on the Aerodactyl, which does so much damage to us with Wing Attack. Dang, it did a lot of damage. Charizard comes out. We're going to put him to sleep. We're not even going to risk it. We're going to go for Sludge Bomb, which will be a 2-shot. As long as he stays asleep, we're fine. Very good. And then the last two Pokemon are Dragonite, so we just have to hit Hidden Power Ice. And just don't get a bad roll. We'll get a knockout there on Dragonite. Very good. And we'll get a knockout on the second Dragonite. Very good. So we defeat the champion in a record time compared to the previous playthrough. So we're just tapping, hoping to get to the spot where we can get it locked in, and we'll actually showcase and compare that with our previous playthrough. So let's go tap. Come on, let's do it. Let's get under 2 hours and 9 minutes. That'd be great. I know it's not a great time compared to some Pokemon I played through as, but there we go. And that's it right there. So the time to beat, let me see here. I actually have it saved next to me right now. The time to beat for the Elite Four on the original playthrough was 2 hours and 13 minutes. So we did improve that from the Blossom playthrough. Okay, we saved about 2 hours 13 minutes. It's 2 hours and 8 minutes. So we saved about roughly 5 minutes there. And as you're going to see as we progress on to Kanto, we pretty much maintain that same pace. So Vileplume does do a little bit better. Now you can chalk that up to the fact that the stats were amplified earlier compared to Blossom. That's why Blossom maybe lost 5 minutes of time. I say that could be a possibility, but it wouldn't make sense to evolve. If we actually evolve Blossom earlier, she becomes less effective. Because if you watch the Blossom playthrough, one of her best moves up until the Elite Four was using Sludge Bomb. So you can counter that a couple ways, however you want to look at it. But we're going to move right on to the Kanto version of this, and we're going to beat all the Kanto gym leaders and move on to Reds. Now, to get to Kanto, we got to take a nice little boat ride on the SSS Aqua. So the boat ride is really, really fast. We just get right on the boat, and we turn around and get right off the boat, and we move right on to Lieutenant Surge and his gym. Lieutenant Surge, we're resistant to electric moves, so he's not going to do too much to us. The only thing we got to worry about is getting paralyzed. We're going to go for Sludge Bomb on the Raichu, knockout, one shot, very good. Electabuzz is going to come out. It's going to be a one shot on him, very good. Electrode is also going to be, we ran out of power points, so we're going to go ahead and go for Sleep Powder and then Return, or Hidden Power Ice, one of the two. Electrode doesn't really have a great special defense, but we get the knockout. So this makes the battle a little more interesting because Sludge Bomb would have obliterated this entire team. Now, Magneton with this one isn't as scary. It's still scary because, like I said, Zap Cannon right there paralyzed us, but it does not have Thunder Wave, which has been a more consistent paralyze. Zap Cannon has a 50% chance to hit, whereas Thunder Wave pretty much 100% chance to hit. So we're still paralyzed, and we have one more Pokemon left, but it's an Electrode. Electrode really has nothing. The only thing it could do, which it wouldn't benefit, I don't think he actually has a move, but he could use Self-Destruct, and that could have been bad. But we get the win over Lieutenant Surge, move right on to the next gym leader, which is very problematic for us. One downside of the Vileplume is we retain the poison typing, which means all the moves by this trainer right here, Sabrina, my favorite gym leader ever, is more effective. But Return is still going to be very effective, and that sucks right there. Getting Sand Attack, and it's not a one-shot, so that sucks. But we get Mr. Mime. As long as we get a hit off, we'll knock it out. And we have one more Pokemon, and if we have any issues, Psychic is going to two-shot us, which is what happens. So we get a loss against Sabrina right here. Not the biggest deal in the world, but it does suck that we have to take a loss right there. I think I also didn't have the right thing equipped, so maybe Return will be a one-shot this time, and it does, because I didn't have the pink bow on. I had Never Melt Ice still. So we get the knockout on Mr. Mime. Is Alakazam a one-shot? Psychic Pokemon are pretty frail, and I don't know why I did that. I should have just went for the knockout, put him to sleep instead. I should have just went for the knockout. It is what it is. We beat Sabrina, and we move on to the next gym, which she has pretty much across the board, except for Tangela, the same typing as me. So we're just going to go for Hidden Power Ice and just pretty much sweep her whole team. We re-equipped the Never Melt Ice to make this battle a lot more dominant, I guess the best way to put it. We could have not done that and made it more interesting, but that's not the point of this playthrough. The point of this playthrough is to beat the game fast. Okay? And we get one more Jump Fluff, super effective, Hidden Power Ice, knock it out. Move on from Erica right to Jasmine. I'm sorry, Janine. Janine is not going to be tough at all. She pretty much has a watered-down bad version of her dad's team, which is Crobat, but it's a lot level lower Crobat. It's a lot lower level Venomoth. It's also, instead of Muck, is a Weezing. There's actually two Weezings in this playthrough. So one more. Very good. And then we have, I'm sorry, we didn't knock it out. I think the last one's Ariados. I think. So that Ariados is going to be a pretty easy knockout. Hidden Power Ice, one shot, very good. Janine, not really a struggle at all. Then we move right on to Misty. So Misty is the water type trainer. And did we change our move setup yet? Nope, we have not. So Sludge Bomb will be a one shot on the Golduck. We don't even have a grass move on, do we? Nope, we do not have a grass move. So Sludge Bomb will be a two shot on the Quagsire, very good. And the rest of the Pokemon are pretty much going to be a foregone conclusion. Sludge Bomb will be a two shot on the Lapras. The only thing that could really get us right now is maybe he could use Blizzard, but we get the knockout. And then Starmie, the last Pokemon. It is technically a Psychic, but we get a one-shot. Very good. We beat Misty, and we move right along to the next gym, which is Brock. Brock, super weak to us. So we're going to do the same exact thing to Brock. I don't remember if we added Solar Beam yet. I don't think we did. It might not. Okay, we're going to use Hidden Power Ice. Not a big deal. Just want to make sure. We don't have to have Solar Beam to win. That's what's nice about this Pokemon, is we can use other things. We still have the Poison typing, so we have a super, super strong move with Sludge Bomb we can still use. Spike Cannon's not going to do too much to us. Get the knockout, very good. Onix is going to be a one-shot. No, we went for the wrong move again. Onix, somehow we're just thinking, I just look at Onix and I think, this is just a horrible Pokemon. It's a bad Pokemon. It really is a bad Pokemon. That's not That's not an understatement. It is a god-awful Pokemon. And we're getting a pretty tight-knit battle here, but we actually end up getting the win against Brock, but it's a lot closer than I would like it to be. We're at level 66. So I'm like, we're going to have tight battles against Brock. I'm a little concerned about this battle against old Blaine here. So Blaine comes out with a Magcargo. We will outspeed this thing. So our goal is to put it to sleep, which it doesn't happen. Put it to sleep again. And now we're just going to try to use Return or Sludge Bomb and try to get a 3-shot on this thing. Flamethrower, it's not going to do too much because Magcargo's stats are garbage. But it's the fact that it still takes forever to knock this damn thing out. And it's lowered our special attack at this point, so we don't really have we don't really use special attacks against these Pokemon anyway, so maybe that's not the biggest deal in the world. Now, Magmar set up Sunny Day, so that could be detrimental to us, but it does not get off a fire move. We are whittling our own self down. We just got to hit Return. Just hit Return on this stupid thing. And Return, Magnemar goes down, very good. And then Rapidash comes out. Now this could be very scary because Rapidash has some fire moves, and the sun is still out. And we do not get a one-shot. It uses a max potion. We're in a healing loop now. And we just gotta get one more hit. Very good. We knock out the Rapidash. This battle was a lot closer than I needed it to be as well. So that's not fun. I don't like that. And now we're gonna face Blue. This is our final gym leader we have to face before we go into our battle with Red. So Blue comes out with Pidgeot. We're going to put Pidgeot to sleep. No, we're not. We're going to miss Pidgeot to sleep. And Hidden Power Ice does get the one-shot. We should have done that to get-go. Now we have a little bit of damage done to us. We're going to go for a sleep. Put Alakazam to sleep. It's going to disable our sleep move. Psychic takes us down to 70 hit points. We do not one-shot. I guess it set up a Reflect. I must have missed that. So we're going to try this battle again. Pidgeot comes out. I'm going to go for Hidden Power Ice. It is a one-shot. Very good. I thought maybe it could be a range. That's why I was trying to put it to sleep. But we don't have to worry about that. We do put Alakazam to sleep. He does put up a Reflect, so it's not going to be a one-shot like it usually would, but we still get the knockout. And that Reflect will carry over to all of his Pokemon. So that's why I'm going to try to put Arcanine to sleep instead of knocking it out, because Reflect is still upping the defense of every Pokemon out here. And it just said Reflect was faded, so that's good. Now, it just showed there we have the hidden, the item leftovers equipped, so we get a little bit of health back. Now we're burned, and I'm just like, what do we have to do here? He keeps going for full restores, and not fun at all. But we might have to get a reset here. Yep, we're gonna have to get a reset here because burn is gonna knock us out, and we're not doing enough damage. Yep, we're gonna have to do another reset. So that's 2 resets on Blue. That's not encouraging for Red. And you can see we were gaining time in beating Blossom, but these little intricacies and little things that happen in these battles that prevented me from gaining a lot of time on this playthrough against Blossom. Okay, so we're able to put Arcanine to sleep. Return, or Sludge Bomb I should say. Is it a one-shot? Is a one-shot. If I'd have known that, maybe I would have won the last battle, but I didn't think it would be a one-shot. Gyarados is going to get put to sleep. We're going to go for Return. This stupid guy in his damn full restores, I swear to God. Sludge Bomb's a 2-shot, or Return and Sludge Bomb combined for a 2-shot. And I'm going to put this stupid Pokemon to sleep. We get seeded. No, we don't. Never mind. And we're going to go ahead and go for Hidden Power Ice. Is it going to be a one-shot? It's not. It's very close. But it ends up being a 2-shot. We get the knockout. Very good. And we have 1 Pokemon left. And that's Rhydon. Rhydon will be a 2-shot. Oh, well, it's a 1-shot. Very good. So, with a very daunting battle against Blue, we have to go fight a much more daunting battle against Red. And here's our battle against Red. Now, here's the thing. I'll let Red's team come out, and I'm going to pause it and explain some things about this battle with Red. So let me explain what happened in the Blossom playthrough if you haven't already seen it. So more or less, Red's team doesn't come out in one specific order every time. It's not like the Elite Four or something like that in Generation 1. The team will come out in what is the best advantage for him. He puts his weakest Pokemon against you last, and he'll put his strongest Pokemon against you first. So, well, not first. Pikachu comes out first regardless of whatever your team is, but he adapts based on your typing and things like that. He'll always come out with Pikachu, that's not a problem. But then he follows up with, in the original playthrough, he followed up with Venusaur, Charizard, Espeon, Snorlax, and then the last Pokemon was Blastoise. The reason why he does that, he goes off your type. Venusaur is a poison grass type. Now, right now that won't happen with us because we're Vileplume, we're poison grass type as well. So no advantage there, so he won't bring him out. But in the Blossom playthrough, Blossom is strictly grass type. It behooves him to bring out a poison type. Although he does not have any poison moves, That's what the AI's thought process is. And then you follow that up with Charizard. And then you follow that up with Espeon and Snorlax and some variation of those two, okay? But in this one, we are grass poison, so that deprioritizes Venusaur, and it's going to prioritize some other Pokemon. So, for example, Pikachu's going to come out, and we got to go off our typing. We're grass and poison, so that leaves either Espeon or Charizard to come out after that. So keep that in mind, that the typing of this Pokemon changes the order. So before I got this battle, I thought I was going to send out Venusaur, then Charizard. Very easy. I can put him to sleep. I can set up. I can beat him, then set up on the last two. No, it changes the order. Because that order changes, it messes up the original strategy I had when I played with Blossom. So the first battle, you're going to see this. I was actually very shocked as to who he brought out first or second. So Pikachu is actually not going to be a problem. Now, I didn't adapt to this very well, and I'll fully admit that, and I'll explain why here in a minute. I did not adapt to this, who he brought out next. So Espeon comes out. So I try to put Espeon to sleep, and he gets a critical hit Psychic and knocks me out. Not a big deal. It happens. But my poison typing is now a detriment, so now, instead of getting the Venusaur that I anticipated, now we're getting a Psychic-type Pokemon that has Psychic. It also has Reflect. Those are the only two moves it's really going to use, so we have to play around that. So we're going to go ahead and put Pikachu to sleep. It always will go for Force on a Pikachu, but we get the one shot with Return, so not a big deal. Espeon, we want to go for a Sleep Powder. It did get a Reflect off, so the defense is up for everyone. Return will be looks like a 3 to 4 shot, maybe. It wakes up and does Psychic. Doesn't one-shot us this time, but does take us below half health. Snorlax comes out. We do have leftovers equipped, so we're always going to replenish a little bit of health. We put Snorlax to sleep, and we're going to go ahead and go for Sludge Bomb. Now, Sludge Bomb will do close to half, not quite there. But again, this is, I don't know the order it's coming in, so I honestly thought Charizard would come. I do not know why Snorlax would come out third. It would make more sense for Charizard to come out third because he's Fire-type. But that doesn't explain it. The second Pokemon makes sense. The Psychic type to Poison, that makes sense. But Snorlax after that does not make sense. Maybe it's just because maybe the Reflect is up, so that's why it does it. Maybe that's why. I have no idea. I really don't know the ideology behind that. And following that up with Charizard doesn't make sense either, or Venusaur, because Charizard would be more effective. So now that we're viewing this and we're seeing what the AI is going to do, I did not do a great job of adapting to this, and here's what I mean. The strategy we should be doing is we should be putting Pikachu to sleep and setting up Sunny Day. If he's going to put out Espeon and then Snorlax and then Venusaur, by the time we get to the Charizard, it's not going to be using... Sunny Day is going to be faded. It's going to be gone. Okay, so that should have been the strategy I did this. If I were to replay this playthrough, which I may do in the future, but if I were to replay this playthrough, that would be a strategy I would implement it immediately. So we get knocked out by Espeon again, so this is becoming a very tedious and frustrating battle. But that should have been what I did. I should have put Pikachu to sleep, set up a Sunny Day, knock out Pikachu. I probably could have one-shot the Espeon because it doesn't have the greatest special defense. It has good special attack, but not special defense. And with a boosted Solar Beam, I probably could have knocked it out in one go. Return's pretty good as well, but maybe even Return would have knocked it out. I don't know. But at least I'd have had everything set up for a super effective, powerful Solar Beam that I could have used against the Snorlax while I can. Okay, so we get the knockout. We have full health going into Snorlax. And here's the problem with Snorlax. Snorlax is going to paralyze us. And I don't have anything to heal it. I don't have Rest equipped, so I can't heal. So there's no way to heal in this battle. So, Return is still going to be a one-shot on Pikachu. It's a foregone conclusion. Next thing, with Espeon, we're going to put Espeon to sleep. It went for Reflect, and we get taken down to under 100 health. And, yeah, this is just a battle of attrition, man. A battle of attrition. So they're going to set up Sunny Day. Now I'm starting to see this strategy, but the real strategy is do it on Pikachu, because it's not going to hurt you anyway. It resisted the Thunder. He's going to try for Charm a lot. It's just not a great Pokemon to lead your battle with, other than the fact he's kind of fast. Okay, so now we want to put Snorlax to sleep before he ends up setting up Amnesia, which will up his special defense and special attack. Doesn't have a special move, but it really makes him bulky. And Solar Beam will do about half. And there's not really a great option here. Return will do a little bit as well. It's about the same amount of damage, so not the biggest deal. We're offsetting his Snore, so that's not a problem. But now we have to face the Venusaur, and the goal here is to put Venusaur to sleep. It's set up Sunny Day again. I'm sorry, it took in Sunlight or set up Sunny Day. I didn't miss that, but whatever the case may be, yeah, it is Sunny Day. So what we want to do is kind of stall this battle out a little bit, this fight with Venusaur, because that means Sunny Day is going to have, Venusaur's going to have a super boosted fire move. So it comes out, the Sunlight faded, perfect. Okay, we get a flamethrower, we tank it pretty well, as long as we can put him to sleep. We did. Okay, good. Return. We're going to get a little bit of health replenished every time we hit him. Very good. Return. It'll be a 3-shot as long as it doesn't wake up. Good. We're going to get some health back, right around, what, 150 health? 151. So now we're going to put Blastoise to sleep. I'm not risking this. I'm not risking a miss. I'm not risking anything. Sunny Day, and we're going to one-shot this bad boy and obliterate him. So we obliterate the Blastoise with a super boosted Solar Beam, and that is our victory against Red. So when you look at this, the time that we had to beat when it came to beating Red and beating Blossom's time, so we had about a 5-minute gap between us, and a 5-minute gap between us and Blossom. We maintained that 5-minute gap. That's all we did. So a little bit of mistakes on my part, a little bit of preparing for battles a little better, would have made this playthrough a little bit better. I mean, I could probably say the same about Blossom, but that's why Blossom is getting optimized playthroughs and stuff. So the time we had to beat with Blossom, which I'll just take this into a corner real quick, since you're sitting right here with me, and I'll just go ahead and throw this on the screen really fast. And we're going to minimize that to a corner. I know the black background doesn't look nice. I'm just showing you this really fast. So that's what we had to beat. We had to beat 2 hours, 55 minutes, and 45 seconds. We did this in 2 hours, 51 minutes, and 32 seconds. So literally 4 minutes and some odd seconds. 4 minutes and 15 seconds roughly is what, or 13 seconds is what the difference is. So we get the win. We did a little bit better. Maybe in the future I'll play through as Vileplume, see how much better Vileplume can be. But yeah, that typing really was, I didn't adjust to that. So that's my flaw in this playthrough. But it is what it is. I want to appreciate everyone for watching. And the real playthrough this week, so this is a bonus playthrough. I got it done, and I thought I'd just share it with you guys. But the real playthrough this week's coming out Friday. It is Blossom by itself. The prediction video for that did release Monday. And next week is a real treat because we're going to have the most optimized version of this Pokemon, Blossom, next week. It'll have the best moveset possible to start the game that we can potentially have. Yeah, so it's going to be a fun playthrough. I can't wait to talk about it. Can't wait to do it. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below about this one. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time.